The 47th participant in the Silva Challenge is Grinch Witch.
Hi, this is the Grinch Witch, and I want to thank Jim Silva for having these challenges. I want to thank Santa Slow Dog for his photography and videos and all of his suggestions, even the ones I didn't take. And I want to thank you for watching all this fun and frustration. Package out for delivery February 3rd, never made it on the truck. Santa picked it up on the 4th. First things first, Operation Rescue the Grinch. We have the Army ambulance waiting. We need to get her out of the ice cream truck. Oh no, footless. The other foot hanging on by a thread. 2 surgeries later, the Grinch is relaxing and recovering. Next comes unboxing. Here's the vehicles. We need to separate the weapons. Here's a whole bunch of skulls. Tires. Wheels, yay! Bumpers? Plating. You get them all neatly sorted into plastic baggies and stored in a cute little tub. The Batmobile. I really intended to give it to Santa until it was in my hands. And all of a sudden, I just visualized it as a cloaked shuttle and started the disassembly process. Had to sand it, prep it for paint. There's the dragon in the Easy Jig. If you want one of those, contact the Godfather. It really helps keep it steady while you drill it. There's disassembly. This is another plastic body. But it needs to be sanded before it can be ready for paint. It's got a broken motor. And I have to search for motor pieces. This one's made of metal. It's going to be post-apocalyptic. And disassembling to get it ready for the citrus strip. Chose another metal car for the 4th one. It says like Gaslands or something, but I'm not exactly sure. Thinking black and gold. It's going to look fast, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. And here's the 4 of them together. Out of the citrus strip and ready for polish. This is the most tedious part of it, but I used Turtle Wax rubbing compound and just constant rubbing and degreasing and rubbing, and very tedious, callus forming, but yeah, they're ready. They're ready for paint. And these are the plastic ones that have been sanded, and they're ready for paint. So this challenge is supposed to be fun, but I also wanted to test my skills and do some fabrication. So I sketched out the wings first on paper, careful measurements before moving to the polystyrene. Got all the pieces that would be needed, necessary, assembled. Cut out the polystyrene. Now the wheels, it wasn't going to be a roller anymore. The wheels needed to be covered. And of course, it's going to need weapons. Space is a dangerous place. Spray painted everything black before the blue purple color shot paint. Now everything's painted and ready for assembly. The assembly, because it was plastic, we're going to use glue instead of JB Weld. So I carefully attached the wings, got ready for the tire covers and the weaponry. Big guns, but you're going to need a mountain space. And there's my cloak shuttle. Guns mounted. Mounted and ready to fly. She's going to blend in well on a space background. The dragon. This one it's going to be an experiment with either changing motors or repairing the one that came with it. I'm using iridescent paint for the first time, mixing it in with the blue and the greens, and trying to make dragon scales as I'm painting. Searched and searched for a motor, finally found a different one that I could cut a piece off of. Gluing it was kind of hard. I didn't know that I had to sand it or grind it or whatever before it would work. The red wheels weren't going to work with the blue and green dragon, so I found some blue wheels. There's the engine repaired, and I decided this was going to be a high-speed messenger. But the messenger needed a weapon. She's got a flamethrower. Dragons shoot flames, right? Yeah, those blue wheels work much better than the red ones. Painting up the flamethrower. Getting ready for reassembly. There's the little flamethrower. Decided to paint the base, the bottom of the base, bright green, because part of the tail was going to show. And there's your base. There's all the pieces ready for assembly. Post-apocalyptic high-speed messenger. And it's got the flamethrower because sometimes they shoot the messenger. And there it is being reassembled. The new wheels didn't quite fit, so we had to extend the axle. And that was a new lesson, and I needed Santa to teach me how to do it. But there's cars 1 and 2 complete. Oh, we had to build the cloak shuttle needed to fly, so we had to build a base to elevate it so that it wasn't like a car. It's a space shuttle, it's a flying machine. Car 3 was going to be the easiest of the builds. That little shark fin was going to be painted foil blue metallic. The weapons were going to be the same color and had no particular mission, so nothing slowing down the build. Shark fin, blue and white, probably belongs in winter wastelands, but not a sloppy, mushy winter wasteland, a real frozen tundra. But she's fast, she's protected, and I like the way she came out. She was definitely the easiest build. Car 4, after a failed attempt at gold, we switched to yellow. And she started coming together, needing weapons, and started to have a reminder of something for me. Yeah, that reminds me of Desperado, Death Race. So this one's going to be an homage to Santa's Beast.
Look out, guys. They all seem to be she's.
Nice, huge gun on the front. And a scorpion tail on the back. Introducing Scorpion Sonata. And she's out for revenge. Well, you get a glimpse of all the four. I had fun building them. There's some minor setbacks here and there. I learned a little. Day 27. Bonus Car 5. Santa was wondering where the steampunk car was. So back to the drawing board. Oh, I found one. Those tires are going to look great on a steampunk. Got some gears assembled. Getting ready to dismantle the ambulance. And it's going to become a communicator truck. So we got to tape it off the front and the rear. And here comes Shinko. You remember Shinko. He loves unboxing. This is a little different though. So now we've got gears and tape and it's painted black. Santa suggests that I tape it off and add some shapes to it. So here I tape it off. I try and get this side to match the other side. And it's all taped off and ready to go silver. These posts have to be painted too. I need something to mount the gears and wires to. Ready for paint. Getting the gears out, trying to figure out how to attach them. There's some red wire. Those ends are pointy and sharp. Here's the thing painted all silver. Time for untaping. And untaping. And it's a slow process and looks like you got hit by lightning, but it's going to work for the communications vehicle. And that's all the tape that had to come off. Now we're getting ready for mounting gears and gizmos on the post. And here comes Shinko. What can he steal? Is he going to get covered in glue? How many gears am I going to lose? Shinko, bye. Yet leave it alone, Shinko. Thanks for participating, Shinko. Off you go. Wanted some curly Q screws? I don't know, maybe something out of The Godfather, or throw some gears on it and call it steampunk. Now we need some plating to hold the piece that's going to hold the wire and the gears. The antenna or whatever it is. And I have two of them. One needs to be attached to the front and the other one to the back. And we need to run some wires in between and get the gears fitted mostly together, right? This is going to be a communications car. And more twisties and turnings. And the driver is kind of eccentric. We don't know who he's communicating with, space or other colonies. And now we're up to glamour shots. What a beautiful dragon. Learned how to repair our engines. The Scorpion Sonata. Watch out for that stinger. Ooh, the Arctic. Frozen Tundra. Our cloaked shuttle. Cloaked shuttle flying should look great on a space background. And here's the first four. Learned fabrication and engine repair and how to make extended vehicles. And now bonus car 5. Throw some gears on it and call it steampunk. I'm going to send it to P30. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Jim, for the challenge. Thank you, Santa, for your video and photography. Thank you all for watching. I thank myself for surviving the challenge.